Welcome back. My name's Steve Bird and we're going to do some chalkboard writing again today. It's early-ish morning. I don't do too early mornings me these days, but just this morning I thought what on the boards that I do quite regularly that would be of interest. And one of my best customers has a chain of carvery type places, restaurants that do a really special thing that's very popular. So I thought I'd do one of those boards that we do for him, and that's a board that says all you can eat buffet breakfast. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? I could probably just see myself through one at the moment. So we're going to write that this morning, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's crack on. Less of the talking, more of the writing, and let's write all you can eat buffet breakfast. Okay, first line at the top, we're going to use our marl stick a little bit just to help keep us straight. First line, nice and straightforward. Nothing too fancy. Thing is, what we always need to bear in mind is making things nice and clear. It's very easy to get very arty, and that doesn't pay dividends really if it's not legible. So first and foremost, always bear in mind that the thing needs to be readable. I really love this pen, it's my favourite pen. Didn't discover it for quite some years. I was a Posterman fan for a long time, and Posca has only really come into the fore over the last few years. Okay, that's that. And if we just move up a size, I suppose eat is a very important word, because that's what people are going to be looking to do. So I will make it slightly bigger and drop that word in there. Lovely chain of restaurants this guy's got that I do this sort of thing for, and very popular is this buffet breakfast that he does. I know he gets all the workers in, all the road workers come flying in for their all you can eat breakfast, and fair play to him. It's a very nice idea. So there we go, all you can eat. Lovely. Now what we're going to do is for buffet, we're going to make 6 little marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Quite rough at this stage, but just placing them, we'll go give those a chance to dry. Now what I think we're going to do before we write breakfast, because I've got a little idea for what we'll do with breakfast this time, is we're going to do our drawing, and that's going to be in here, and then we're going to put breakfast in there. So we're just going to put a nice picture of a breakfast in here. So off we go. There's quite a lot to get in on this one, depending on what you like for your breakfast. But just a little sketch to start with this, because it's quite a complicated thing, just to place things a little bit. So I know where everything is. You've got to have 3 sausages on your breakfast, didn't you? I mean, 2's just not enough. Okay, and a bit of bread. Okay, probably we'll have a tomato. You like a tomato on your breakfast? Cooked tomato. Can't say I'm a big fan of tomatoes as such, but I don't mind a cooked tomato on me. My favourite bit now. Love a mushroom, absolutely love mushrooms, me. I'm a big mushroom fan, so I have a nice big mushroom there, and another mushroom there, and that should be that. And then of course the bacon, which, to be honest, bacon is a bit of a nightmare to draw really, because what is bacon? It's like, I don't know what really, so I'll struggle a bit with bacon. We see how I do. Okay, so I've got my rough idea where things are going to go. Oh, we'll end up with some beans here as well. Obviously baked beans. So now, as you know, I'm a bit of a smudge fan. So just basically placing things. This is where my baked beans are going to go, roughly there. Nothing too strenuous at this stage, nothing too arty, just again, just placing things, just to give me a rough idea what they're going to look like. And then my little tomato in there is something like that. The big one is the white on the yolk of the egg, so we need to get that in because we're probably going to have to go over that a couple of times just to get it nice and white, but we'll see how we go with that. So there we go, that's that in there. Again, a little bit of the old smudgy, and use that bit to bring in the shape of the egg yolk. And back to this pen for my not so sure bacon. And then my mushies. As you can see, it's pretty much smudge time all the while, really. It's what for me, doing a picture on chalkboards is the way. I don't claim, and there'll be people out there that can draw, they're going to say, oh, it's a bit dodgy, and I accept I'm not the greatest drawer in the world, and you know, just because I have a love for lettering doesn't make me automatically a fantastic drawer. I've just found a technique that works for me, and most of my customers have always been happy with my drawing, so I guess that's good enough for me. So there we go, that's real basics of our little breakfast. Then we'll add, it needs to be on a plate, so we'll pop that in there. I always find, and again, you arty people will probably tell me why this is, but it always seems the right thing to have my food almost falling off the plate. So I tend to, so you wouldn't be happy if you got served that breakfast with beans all falling off the plate, but for some reason it seems to work. You probably can't even tell what's happening there at the minute because it's just a bit of a scribble. But there, we've got it all in position, and just sort of seeing the balance of it gives you a chance just to play with the shapes a little bit, and I think we'll get away with that. And so there we go. So that's literally going to be where our breakfast is going to be, our picture. Just give that a bit more. While we've been doing that, this bit up here has been drying a little bit, but just looking at it, what I'm going to do is just give it a little bit more, because I think they'd probably just need a little bit more. So just gonna whiten that up just a tad more before we tackle that, and we'll leave it to dry again. Meantime, what we can now do is get the word breakfast in. Now what I thought we'd do is we'll try and wrap it around the picture. Now we've got the basic of the picture at the moment, but what we're going to do is just follow that around with the bottom of it. Keep the top of it fairly straight and follow the bottom of the letters around where the picture's going to be. So if we bang breakfast's quite a big word, so we're going to have to be careful here. Just be careful enough to make sure that you can fit all the letters in, and I'm going to keep a fair old distance away from it because I'm not quite sure how much is going to be happening there at this stage. Okay, little bit of concentration for me with this now, for me, just to make sure I get it right first time. There you go, coming up to that little mushroom now, and just shorten it for that. And yep, I think we're going to crack it. You sort of get the feel for these things. What the art, I think, in a lot of this is being able to see what you're going to draw all right before you've written it. If you can learn that bit, you're halfway there. So there we go. That's how to wrap a letter around a picture. We have our breakfast. Bang that down there, and there we go. Okay, what I'm also going to do is just pop over the top of that, just to emphasise it a little bit with a second white just on top. There we go. Then I'm going to change to black, and I'm going to write the word buffet in those little squares that we've done. So, and it's just really about keeping the thing interesting but legible. You can do all sorts of fancy letters, and then you look back and you think, hold on a minute, is it really readable? So always be careful with that and make sure that at the end of the day people can read what you're trying to say. What I like to do with that is just a wobbly. I do a lot of wobbly because wobbly works for me, as I suppose a lot of critics of my work might say, yeah, we know wobbly works for you, Steve. So there we go. There's wobbly all the way around. And now all we've got to do is work on this picture, which is the main thing. So now we're going to bring in the black, and this is where we have to start to get a bit more accurate. So there we go, that's my all-you-can-eat buffet breakfast chalkboard completed. A little bit longer than some of them because of the drawing of the meal on the bottom and playing about with it a little bit. Probably took me about 20 minutes all in all to write that one. And there you go, waterproof, able to put it outside once it's dry. I hope you've enjoyed it. My name's Steve Bird.